These three Jefferson nickels from 2001, 2014, and 2021 look like ordinary pocket change. But what if I told you one error could make them worth hundreds or even thousands? From secret mint mistakes to low-mintage surprises, these coins are hiding in plain sight and collectors are hunting them down. Watch till the end to uncover how to spot these hidden treasures that could be sitting in your change jar right now. A 5-cent piece could turn an ordinary day into an extraordinary treasure hunt. Now we begin the journey of the Jefferson nickel. The year is 2001, a time when America stands on the brink of change. The country is stepping into a new millennium. Yet the face of Thomas Jefferson remains steady on the 5-cent piece, a symbol of continuity, tradition, and pride. But to understand the true value of the 2001 Jefferson nickel, we must travel back to the roots of this iconic coin picture. The year is 1938. The United States Mint wanted to replace the Buffalo nickel, which had graced the pockets of Americans for 25 years. The Treasury announced a design competition, and artists from all over the country submitted their vision for the new nickel. Felix Schlag, a German-born American sculptor, rose to prominence when his depiction of Thomas Jefferson's profile and his beloved home Monticello was selected. The coin was first struck in 1938 and has seen America through war, peace, prosperity, and crisis. Year after year, the Jefferson nickel remained mostly unchanged, but every so often a slight shift. A new mint mark, a rare error, would transform an ordinary coin into a numismatic legend. Now fast forward to 2001. The world of coins is changing. Technology has advanced. The mint is modernizing. But the Jefferson nickel continues its run. Collectors keep a watchful eye on every bag, every roll of nickels struck by the Philadelphia and Denver mints that year. The 2001 P. Jefferson nickel struck in Philadelphia shows a mintage of over 700 million coins, while the 2001 D from Denver produced even more. Yet within this massive ocean of coins, a few stand out because they carry subtle errors over polished dies, double strikes off-center misalignments, clipped planchets. These rare mishaps can dramatically increase the value of an otherwise common coin picture. A 2001 Jefferson nickel with a double die on Jefferson's eye, or a weak strike that leaves parts of Monticello barely visible. These errors escape the mint's watchful eyes and find their way into circulation, waiting for the sharp gaze of a lucky collector. The obverse shows Jefferson's stoic profile, facing left the word liberty, in his own handwriting, a subtle yet powerful reminder of his legacy. The date 2001 anchors it in time, while the reverse features Monticello, his beloved Virginia estate, with the words A pluribus unum, 5 cents and United States of America, surrounding it, simple yet powerful. In 2001, no major design changes occurred, but the world of coin collecting was buzzing with anticipation for the upcoming Westward Journey series that would begin in 2004. Until then, the 2001 Jefferson nickel served as one of the final years of the classic design era, making these coins the last guardians of an era soon to change for collectors. Condition is everything. A circulated 2001 nickel may only be worth its face value, but find one in mint state MS65 or higher, and you are holding something special in your hand. Now, let's dive deeper into the grading system. The Sheldon scale ranges from poor 1 to perfect. Mint State 70 coins graded MS65, MS66, MS67 fetch a premium because they show sharp strikes, lustrous surfaces, and no contact marks. Imagine a roll of 2001 nickels uncirculated, untouched by human hands, sitting in a bank vault for decades. These are the coins collectors dream about? Then there are proofs. The special coins struck at the San Francisco Mint, polished, dies, double strikes, perfect details, although there were no proofs struck for circulation in 2001. Any coin that shows proof-like qualities is a gem to behold. But the true thrill comes from the hunt collectors, scour coin rolls, bags, estate sales, hoping to find that one misstrike that slipped through the cracks, a 2001 Jefferson nickel with an off. Center strike could sell for hundreds, depending on the severity. A double-die reverse where the columns of Monticello appear doubled could turn a 5-cent coin into a story worth telling. For generations, some collectors specialize in full steps. The term full steps refers to the crispness of the steps on Monticello. If all 5 or 6 steps are visible with no marks, it indicates a strong strike and can elevate the coin's value dramatically. PCGS and NGC, two of the top grading. Services often certify these coins and add pedigree to the find, while many people spend these coins daily unaware. The savvy collector knows that history hides in plain sight. This is what makes the Jefferson nickel special. It is the democratization of coin collecting. Anyone with patience, knowledge, and a good eye can uncover a hidden gem in their pocket. Change the story of the 2001 Jefferson nickel does not end with the coin itself. It is about the people who collect them, the young numismatist who finds a rare error, the seasoned dealer who trades a roll for thousands, the family who inherits a hoard of uncirculated coins. Each nickel holds a story, and every scratch, ding, and mark is a chapter in that story. The metal composition is 75% copper, 25% nickel. No silver, no gold yet. The value lies not in the metal, but in the history. Each coin passed through hands, bought candy, paid tolls, dropped in vending machines, maybe even crossed the ocean in a serviceman's pocket, each one a witness to daily life in America. 20-plus years have passed since the 2001 Jefferson nickel was minted, yet the search continues with new collectors entering the hobby every year and technology making it easier to buy, sell, and grade coins. Communities on forums like Coin Talk or the Collector's Universe share finds, tips, and images. Every rare error found becomes a legend shared from one collector to another. So as you listen to this story, remember the Jefferson nickel is more than just currency. It is a living artifact, a testament to Jefferson's legacy and the American spirit. So the next time you get a handful of change, take a moment, flip that nickel over, look for the steps, study Jefferson's eye, the mint mark, the date. You may just hold a treasure in your palm. And when you do remember, you are not just collecting coins, you are preserving history and becoming part of a community bound by curiosity, passion, and the thrill of discovery. So stay tuned as we explore each aspect of the 2001 Jefferson nickel in even more depth. From mint records to error types to auction results and famous finds, we will break it all down, so you too can become a master of the hunt and perhaps find your own rare nickel that could change your life forever. Keep watching, keep learning, and keep searching, because every nickel tells a story, and your story might be the next great chapter in American numismatic history. It all began in 1938 when the United States Mint decided to replace the Buffalo nickel with a new design that would honor the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, the man who drafted the Declaration of Independence and whose legacy is etched deeply into the fabric of American democracy. Felix Schlag, a German-American sculptor, won the design competition, and his rendering of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello, his Virginia home, became iconic symbols that would adorn the 5-cent coin for decades to come. Over the years, the Jefferson nickel has witnessed countless changes in minting technology, metal composition, and design refinements during World War II. A significant change occurred when nickel became a strategic metal needed for the war effort. From 1942 to 1945, the mint produced what collectors call wartime nickels. These coins contain 35% silver to replace the nickel that was needed for military manufacturing. These wartime nickels are easily identifiable by the large mint mark above Monticello on the reverse, a unique feature that makes them highly sought after by collectors. The transition back to the standard nickel-copper alloy in 1946 marked the end of an era, but the Jefferson nickel continued to evolve in 2004 and 2005. The United States Mint launched the Westward Journey Nickel Series to commemorate the bicentennials of the Louisiana Purchase and the Lewis and Clark Expedition. These nickels featured temporary new designs, such as the Peace Medal, the Keelboat, the American Bison, and the Ocean. In view, these special editions reignited public interest in the nickel series, leading to new generations of collectors starting their own hoards. When 2006 arrived, the portrait of Jefferson underwent a significant redesign. The obverse featured a forward-facing image of Jefferson based on a Rembrandt Peale portrait, giving the coin a fresh contemporary look. The reverse returned to the classic Monticello design, tying the modern coin to its historic roots, as collectors know condition, rarity, mint mark, and errors all play crucial roles in the value of any coin, and the Jefferson nickel is no exception. Over the decades, certain dates have become legends among numismatists. The 1950 Jefferson nickel is one of the key dates, with a low mintage of just 2.6 million coins, making it a prize for any serious collection. Varieties and errors, like the doubled die obverse on the 1943 P or the misplaced mint marks from earlier years, add layers of mystery and value to the series. The 2021 Jefferson nickel stands out in recent years for multiple reasons. While it may seem like just another modern coin, its low production numbers due to the pandemic era, minting challenges have made certain mint marks and high-grade examples highly desirable. The Denver Mint struck millions of these nickels, but finding one in pristine mint state 67 or higher can be a true challenge. Collectors pay close attention to the full steps designation, a grading standard that measures the sharpness of the steps on Monticello on the reverse side. A coin with full steps indicates a perfect strike and can command premiums many times the face value. Imagine holding a simple 5-cent piece that could sell for hundreds or even thousands, depending on its condition. Errors on the 2021 nickels also intrigue collectors. Reports of die clashes, off-center strikes, and weak strikes make searching rolls of nickels an exciting treasure hunt. The hunt for these coins takes collectors to banks, coin shows, and online auctions, where bidding wars can erupt over the finest examples beyond the physical coin. The Jefferson nickel connects people to American history. Think of how many hands a nickel passes through. The small piece of metal becomes a time capsule, carrying the legacy of a president, an artist, and the moments in history that demanded changes to its very composition. To tell this story fully, you must dive into the processes of the United States Mint, the design competitions, the striking presses, the quality control measures that ensure billions of coins are made. Yet only a few emerge with those coveted perfect grades. Meet the community of nickel hunters who gather at conventions, who pore over bags of change, who search for the elusive wartime silver nickels in pocket change still today. Learn about the grading companies who examine these coins under microscopes, the auctions where record prices make headlines, and the stories of people who stumbled upon nickels worth fortunes in their pocket. Change. The story of the Jefferson nickel is not just about metal, but about people, about the collectors who dedicate lifetimes to studying these tiny discs, about the historians who connect each minting change to a chapter in American history, about the future generations who will inherit these collections and continue the search for the rarest specimens, whether you hold a simple nickel or a rare mint state gem. Remember that, in the world of numismatics, every coin has a story, every scratch tells a tale, and every collector keeps the legacy alive. And so, as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of Jefferson nickels, especially the emerging significance of the 2021 coins, remember to check your pocket change. Who knows what hidden treasures you might discover next? Thousands of dollars, you will never look at your spare change the same way again. Stay with me as we uncover the entire untold story of the 2014 Jefferson nickel, from the first spark of design to the striking of rare error coins that are changing the numismatic world forever. In the world of American coinage, the Jefferson nickel stands as a symbol of continuity and quiet evolution. Tracing its story takes us through the halls of the United States Mint, the minds of engravers, and the hands of collectors who never stop searching for that one piece that makes history. The 2014 Jefferson nickel might seem ordinary to the untrained eye, but it carries a legacy that reaches back to the 1930s, when the Buffalo nickel was replaced after 30 years of use. The Buffalo nickel, which itself had been a radical design, showcasing a Native American profile and an American bison, had become difficult to strike clearly. over time leading to calls for a new design. In 1938, a competition was held, and Felix Schlag, an immigrant sculptor, submitted the winning design, featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous home Monticello on the reverse. This marked the beginning of the Jefferson nickel era, spanning decades through wars, economic upheavals, and changes in minting technology. Fast forward to the early 2000s, when the Westward Journey nickel series was launched to commemorate the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. This brought temporary design changes to the reverse side, which thrilled collectors and sparked renewed interest in Jefferson nickels. However, by 2006, the nickel returned to its classic Monticello design, but with a modernized forward-facing portrait of Jefferson by Jamie Franke, who brought a lifelike perspective that connected modern engraving techniques with classic artistry. When we arrive at the 2014 mintage, the stage was set for a quiet yet significant year for nickel collectors. The 2014 Jefferson nickel was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with each mint mark carrying its own significance. The Philadelphia Mint, with its P-Mint mark, produced the highest numbers, but within those millions lie subtle die varieties and striking errors that make all the difference for collectors' die. Clashes, off-center strikes, and double dies are the holy grail for nickel hunters. In this year, sharp-eyed collectors have discovered doubled Monticello letters, repunched mint marks, and even the rare full steps designation, a detail referring to the number of visible steps on Monticello that can turn an ordinary coin into a highly prized specimen. The full steps distinction is no small matter. On a nickel, weak strikes and worn dies often blur the steps. So when a coin shows a crisp, clear staircase on Monticello, collectors pay premium prices. The professional coin grading service PCGS and the numismatic guarantee company NGC regularly certify these coins, and the price jumps dramatically for a full steps specimen in top condition. The San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors, struck with specially polished dies and handled with extra care. These coins have a mirror-like finish and frosted details, creating a cameo effect. They are never meant for circulation, but sometimes they find their way into pocket change through mishandling or theft, giving sharp-eyed collectors an unexpected treasure hunting moment. The 2014 proof nickels also include silver versions as part of special mint sets, which add another layer to their appeal. To understand the market value, you must study auction records, private sales, and grading reports in recent years. Top grade 2014 Jefferson nickels with full steps have sold for hundreds or even thousands, depending on their condition errors. And demand. One notable example includes a 2014 P. Jefferson nickel with a dramatic die clash that fetched a surprising premium because error collectors seek these anomalies to complete their specialized sets. Beyond the technical aspects, the Jefferson nickel holds cultural and educational significance. Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, and a champion of democratic ideals, is immortalized in this coin. His legacy reflects America's complex history of freedom, innovation, and contradiction. Owning a 2014 Jefferson nickel is like holding a small piece of that living history. Some collectors choose to build complete date and mint mark sets starting from 1938 to the present, adding proofs, varieties, and errors along the way. The 2014 issue often fills a critical gap in modern sets, as its die varieties and condition rarities keep collectors engaged in the hunt coin roll. Hunting is one of the most popular ways to search for these valuable nickels. Enthusiasts pick up bank rolls, inspect each coin under magnification, and hope to spot a mint-era repunched mark or that elusive full steps example. Stories abound in the numismatic community of lucky hunters who find rare pieces in circulation, turning a 50-cent nickel into a $1,000 collectible. There is a deeper truth to this hobby, too. It teaches patience, attention to detail, and an appreciation for the art and science behind coin minting. The dies that strike these coins endure tremendous pressure and heat, often wearing down or cracking. under stress resulting in the fascinating varieties we chase today as technology advances, laser scanning, dye production, and digital sculpting have made modern coins more precise, yet errors still slip through, reminding us that the human element remains at the heart of minting. Some collectors worry that modern nickels like the 2014 will never match the romance of classic coins like the Buffalo or early Jeffersons. Yet these coins already tell a story of a nation in transition, of design revival, and of the enduring appeal of pocket change that just might hold a hidden treasure. So next time you see a 2014 Jefferson nickel, look closely. Study the steps, inspect the mint mark, and check for doubling. Because in the quietest corners of the coin world, these modern nickels may yet surprise you. We will now dive deeper into each mint. The Philadelphia Mint's massive production numbers, the Denver Mint's sharp strikes, and the San Francisco Mint's dazzling proofs we will. Look at grading criteria, how to spot full steps, the best storage methods to preserve your nickels, and how to navigate the market. Whether buying or selling along the way, you will hear stories from veteran collectors, tips from professional graders, and insights into what makes a seemingly common coin an extraordinary find. By the end of this journey, you will understand why the Jefferson nickel, especially the 2014 issue, remains a cornerstone of American numismatics. Its value is not just monetary, it is historical, artistic, and cultural. Join me for this deep dive into the 2014 Jefferson nickel and discover the hidden wealth in America's change drawer, because sometimes a 5-cent coin is worth far more than its face value, and the adventure of the hunt is priceless.